lives. And as we grow up, we encounter different roles that sometimes we do not know that we are doing it. For example, a citizen. We have a role as a citizen to, for example, in a community, parang yung role natin sa community natin as a citizen is yung maglinis, tumulong sa mga nangangailangan na kabarangay natin, kunwari pag nasalanta tayo ng bagyo. So, parang we also play many parts that we didn't know how many times we stood at the back of the stage, or the times when we were the spotlight on our own stage. So, next quote. So, the next quote is, good night, parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. So, in this quote from Romeo and Juliet, it shows how the themes of sadness and happiness overlap. So Juliet is upset about being away from her love Romeo, but calling it a sweet sorrow, or bittersweet sometimes we say, because it just means that we are happy, but at the same time we feel like missing something. So, because in this quote, it was from the scene where Romeo and Juliet are talking to each other the whole night and planning about their marriage. And they planned that Romeo would send her a message the next morning about where they could get married. So, Juliet feels the sadness and sorrow. And kapag babasahin natin siya sa novel, parang Juliet's emotion is understandable since they always wait every day to be together, and they have their pains, their downs since they started their relationship, kasi nga 'di ba magkaaway yung yung pamilya nila. So, but in these quotes, we can probably realize that lovers hate to be separated from each other when they are fully in love with each other, which we can apply it with ourselves even though we are single, right? So guys, kahit single tayo, nararamdaman pa rin natin to, because we sometimes hate to be separated with our family and friends. Sometimes we are separated for our own happiness, for our whole being, but it's sometimes sad. So the next quote is, what's in a name that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? This quote is from Romeo and Juliet again. So, at first, hindi ko rin alam kung paano ko to iintindihin, kasi parang medyo malalim siya, but with the assistance of research and somewhat reading the part of this, so Juliet seems to argue that it does not matter that Romeo is from her family's rival house of Montague and that he is named Montague. This actually a paraphrase of Shakespeare's actual language, wherein Juliet compares Romeo to a rose, saying that kahit yung pangalan niya hindi Romeo, parang gwapo pa rin siya at may love pa rin siya kay Juliet. At kahit hindi naman siya si Romeo, at hindi na siya Montague, and she would be able to marry him without the hindrance of their family. In simple words, name is meaningless. And if rose have other name, it would still be the same. A rose would still have the same smell. So that's the meaning of the quotes. Parang sinasabi niya na name is meaningless. Kasi ang importante naman is yung nilalaman. Parang do not judge a book by its cover. Parang ganun din siya. Next quote. So, this quote is, if you prick us, do we not bleed? And if you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? So, this quote is from The Merchant of Venice. So, this line was from the character Shylock of The Merchant of Venice, which was the moneylender. It's the scene where, to make the story shorter or para maintindihan nyo yung kung bakit na yun sinabi is, so, a character named Antonio in the past bullied him when they were younger. So, because Shylock was a Jew and Antonio was a Christian. So he was bullying him because he was a Christian and mistreating him as if he was not a human at all. So Shylock wants to say that as a Jew to the Christians, that they are also humans like them and they should be treated as such. He says that Jews also bleed when they get hurt. Kasi tao naman tayo. When they are tickled, they also laugh. And they could feel everything as all human beings do because they are humans. Tama naman, since wala naman tayong pinagkaiba. We are all the same. As humans, we feel different emotion in a different way. So parang reasonable yung sinabi ni Shylock because let's just say that Antonio's friend is in need and he was asking Shylock's help. So yung parang sinasabi dito ni Shylock is he wants a revenge too. Kasi nga yung nangyari sa kanya noon dahil kay Antonio na binuli siya just because he is a Jew and parang yung trato sa kanya hindi tao. So parang I think this was also my favorite William Shakespeare aside from Romeo and Juliet because it tackles about differences. Well, hindi naman differences all over the world pero parang yun na rin yung sinasabi kasi sinabi nga ni Shylock nga na tao tayong lahat, wala tayong pinagkaiba kapag kunwari kiniliti mo kami, makikilit. Hindi naman sa hindi kami makikiliti. So, next quote. So this quote says, "Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once." So this quote is from the famous Julius Caesar. Hindi po siya yung unggoy. Hindi po. I think he was a king here. Yes. So in this quote, we can also define it in our own words. Yes. According to Caesar, cowards die many times before their deaths. This could mean that people who do not face their fears, letting an opportunity pass or letting something pass that they should have stood up against, means they are dying and they are also losing part of their souls. It's like they're opposing their fate, which is someday might happen to them or not. Na parang pagsisisihan din nila sa huli. So, parang, di ba, it explains that sometimes it's a loss kapag hindi mo tinry yung isang bagay. Na parang iniisip mo na matatalo ka na agad, hindi mo kaya, means parang talo ka na. Parang nabawas na sa kaluluwa mo na yun. And it says here, so parang namamatay ka na rin kasi anong saysay ng buhay mo kung wala kang gagawin, di ba? So while the second sentence, the valiant never taste of death but once. So valiant is synonyms with brave and courageous. But it means here in these quotes that showing courage or determination in the face of adversity or misfortune. Yung matapang pa rin kahit nasa alanganin or parang alam niya na hindi niya kaya pero matapang pa rin, hinaharap niya. So Caesar says that the brave never experience a death until it's their finally death, which is what we call the physical death, yung sa grave that all humans could go through and that cowards taste it all time. Samantalang yung mga matatapang, well, minsan lang nila mararamdaman yun since they live their life in their own flow. They didn't go with the flow with their life. They go to their own paths. Next quote. But before that, I'm gonna retell the story, but I'm just gonna tell where is this line came from para mas maintindihan nyo ng konti if you will understand my explanation. So, it's from Julius Caesar Act 2, Scene 2, where his wife is persuading Caesar to not leave the house or something bad will happen. But Caesar refused till the end and says, if something terrible is gonna happen to him, then that's his fate and it will not change. So, parang napanaginipan kasi ng wife niya na may masamang mangyayari sa kanya. She didn't say na mapapatay siya, matatraidor siya, ganun, because yung nangyari kasi sa kanya is na-traidor siya. Yes. But, nung una na pagdesisyonan niya, nung kinukulit siya ng wife niya na, okay, I will stay, so stop whining.